Welcome to today's episode of Furniture Industry News for September 30th, 2024. I'm excited to bring you the latest developments in the furniture industry, keeping you informed about what's happening in our ever-changing market. In today's episode, we'll be covering a range of important topics that are shaping the furniture landscape. We'll start with an update on the ongoing labor negotiations between the International Longshoremen Association and the U.S. Maritime Alliance, which could have significant implications for our industry. We'll also delve into current market trends, particularly in the case goods sector, and explore how suppliers are adapting to challenging economic conditions. Plus, we'll discuss strategies that retailers can employ to thrive in this evolving retail environment. Stay tuned as we unpack these crucial issues and more on today's Furniture Industry News. The International Longshoremen Association, or ILA, and the U.S. Maritime Alliance, known as USMX, are still at odds over a new contract. As it stands, the ILA is set to stop work at 12:01 a.m. on October 1st, 2024. This potential work stoppage could have major ripple effects throughout the furniture industry. The East and Gulf coasts account for more than half of the total U.S. import volume. If a strike occurs, furniture shipments originally destined for these ports would need to be rerouted to the West Coast or sent via air freight. However, there simply isn't enough capacity to absorb all of this volume. Analysts estimate that each day of work stoppage could lead to 5 to 10 days of additional cargo buildup. If the stoppage lasts more than a week, we could see severe capacity shortages and prolonged backlogs. This could result in container pileups, chassis shortages, surging trucking rates, and rail congestion. For furniture importers, this means potential delays and increased costs. It's crucial for companies to review their inventory in transit, perform risk assessments, and consider alternative shipping routes or methods. Some may need to consider reordering critical items and routing them through the West Coast, or even using air freight to diversify risk. The case goods category in the furniture industry is currently facing significant challenges. High interest rates and low housing sales have created a tough market environment, particularly impacting wood furniture sales. These challenges are closely tied to the housing market, making it difficult for suppliers to generate strong sales. In response to these market conditions, case goods suppliers are adopting new strategies to stand out and capture market share. The focus has shifted towards providing greater value to consumers, especially targeting the higher-end market segment. This approach comes as lower-end consumers have been largely pushed out of the market due to economic pressures. Suppliers are emphasizing products with additional features such as enhanced storage options and extra details to appeal to discerning customers. They're also prioritizing construction quality to justify higher price points. This value-driven approach aims to give consumers the sense that they're getting the most out of their investment in furniture. Some companies are even introducing new premium brands or expanding their product lines to include higher-end offerings. The goal is to cater to consumers who are willing to pay more for quality and durability, having perhaps experienced disappointment with lower-priced alternatives in the past. Furniture retailers are facing a rapidly evolving business landscape, and adapting to these changes is crucial for survival. Let's look at some key strategies they're using to stay competitive. First, optimizing for mobile is no longer optional. With smartphones being the primary way people shop, communicate, and entertain themselves, retailers must ensure their websites and content are mobile-friendly. This means fast-loading pages, easy navigation, and a seamless checkout process on smaller screens. Next, retailers are focusing on unique service offerings to stand out. It's not just about selling furniture anymore. Stores need to provide something extra, whether it's exceptional customer service, educational resources, or an exciting in-store experience that can't be replicated online. Finally, retailers are tailoring their marketing messages to different media platforms. A one-size-fits-all approach doesn't work anymore. What resonates on Instagram might not work on Facebook or TikTok. Retailers are crafting platform-specific content that aligns with how consumers use each social media channel, whether it's for inspiration, education, or direct purchasing. By implementing these strategies, furniture retailers are positioning themselves to thrive in this new retail environment. Ocean container freight rates have been on a wild ride lately, causing headaches for furniture importers. Since the start of the year, we've seen rates skyrocket due to various global events. The Israel-Hamas conflict in the Red Sea forced ships to take longer routes, while drought conditions at the Panama Canal further complicated matters. At one point, importers were paying up to $9,000 to ship a container from Vietnam to the East Coast, a far cry from pre-pandemic rates. This prompted some furniture companies to add freight surcharges to cope with rising costs. While rates have dropped somewhat since their peak, they remain significantly higher than before. As of early September, spot rates from Shanghai to Los Angeles were averaging over $6,000 per container, with rates to New York exceeding $8,400. Importers are closely watching these fluctuations and considering various strategies to manage costs. Some are adjusting their pricing, while others are exploring alternative shipping routes or sourcing options. The situation remains fluid, and many in the industry expect continued volatility in freight rates for the foreseeable future. The Klaussner Home Furnishings brand is making a comeback. John Garg, CEO of Jennifer Opco LLC, has announced plans to reintroduce Klaussner upholstery products to the retail market later this year. This revival aims to capitalize on the brand's strong legacy and reputation in the furniture industry. Garg acquired the U.S. trading rights for the Klaussner brand from Gio Italia, which had purchased the brand assets earlier this year. The initial rollout will feature Klaussner upholstery products in Jennifer Furniture stores, with a broader wholesale division planned for early 2025. This move comes after Klaussner's closure in 2023, which had left a significant gap in the market. The reintroduction of the brand is expected to offer a range of upholstery pieces, including both fabric and leather options, with prices ranging from $1,700 to $6,000. Garg emphasizes his commitment to supporting U.S. manufacturers, stating that approximately 70% of their business remains domestic. This strategy aligns with the legacy of the Klaussner brand and its history of quality American-made furniture. That wraps up today's episode of Furniture Industry News. We've covered a lot of ground, from labor negotiations and market trends to retail strategies and brand revivals. The furniture industry continues to evolve, facing challenges and opportunities alike. To stay ahead of the curve and keep informed about the latest developments, make sure to subscribe to our podcast. We'll be here to bring you the most important updates and insights in the world of furniture. Thank you for listening, and we'll catch you in the next episode.